Hey y'all, it's Kai, and today I wanted to talk about how my experience with college was such a scam. So, I went to college years ago at this point, and I had gone for graphic design, and I didn't really know what I was getting into. Like, my mom and my parents, my grandparents, my aunt, they were all like, you gotta go to college. So, I was like, well, I like art, so I'll go for graphic design. I really didn't know what I was getting into. And my aunt and my parents were the ones that like really kind of did a lot of the paperwork and stuff. I was only like 18. I had no idea what was going on. Everyone always said you had to go to college. You know, over a decade later, I have yet to have an official graphic design job. And it's kind of interesting. The thing with graphic design, at least, is that it's a very like overpopulated industry. So it's like kind of weird. It's like I've never been able to get an official graphic design job. The closest thing I got was like it was an office position I applied for, but they liked that I had graphic design degree. So I got to do some graphic design stuff, but it wasn't an official graphic design job, and it was only like 14 an hour, which is nowhere near what a graphic designer should be paid, which is like the base rate is 23 for a graphic designer. And the annoying thing is that at least with graphic design, is that everyone wants experience, and it's like, how do you get experience if no one gives you a chance? Like, I went on an interview with a friend of mine. Her friend owns a printing company, and I went on the interview, and they weren't gonna like acknowledge hiring me because I didn't have 5 years experience in printing. And it's just like, apparently somebody left and they stole all their like ideas or whatever, and it's like, well, if you gave me a chance, I wouldn't have left and stole all of your ideas. I would try my best and learn as I go. So it's just like, I would have been a great employee, but you didn't even give me a chance because I didn't have that work experience. And the other thing with graphic design is that there's just not a lot of jobs out there for it. So it's also just a hard industry, and I feel like schools shouldn't be saying, just do this or do that, whatever you want to do, because if there's just no demand for it, there's no point in learning it. Unless there's like, unless you have extra money to like spend, or if it's like to learn something else. Like my college, it's actually no longer in existing. They went bankrupt in like 2017. They lied and told everyone that they would get us jobs. Like, they used predatory tactics to get people to sign up, and they got sued for it. And it's funny because I learned more stuff about graphic design on my own than when I was in college. Like, I don't really remember that much of when I was in college. Like, everything I just kind of learned by just doing it over again and looking at like tutorials online, which in my opinion are a lot like better. And my college was like really shady. Like, there was one professor who told one of the girls that she needed to come in less revealing clothing because it was distracting him, which is so gross and inappropriate. And then my friend, she was inappropriately touched by a different teacher, and when she went to another person about it, they actually deleted the video footage of her getting inappropriately touched. Like, what the heck? And it's just so frustrating, because if I had known that graphic design was not a good industry to get into because it was going to be overpopulated, and if I had known how much I was going to get into in like student loan debt, I would have never done it. But I was only 18. I didn't understand anything. I feel like it's not right to like force people to go to college when they don't even like understand anything. Like, for me, I feel like I wasn't mature until 24. Like, I really did not understand how the world works, and everyone was just kind of pushing me into something that I didn't know what I was getting into. And to this day, I've only worked in retail and office jobs, and then the one job that I was sort of graphic design was, I kind of went more into social media and stuff like that. Like, instead they should do social media courses, but then again, when I was in college, social media wasn't really a thing yet, so it's like different. The times are changing, but they definitely shouldn't like, have people just go to whatever. They need like a report on how good or bad this course is going to be in getting you a job and stuff. Because there's so many degrees where it's like it doesn't do that much. It's like there's no point in going to college for something that's not going to help you make any money, And it's funny because there's so many like trade jobs these days that need spots, but nobody's applying for them because everyone was like brainwashed into going to college. I just think there should be more like more warning on like if you should go to college and if it's right for you and if you should do this course and like all the warnings on what it's gonna do and how it's gonna affect you and stuff. Because now there's so many people, including myself, that have been paying loans off for years and years and I'm never gonna be able to pay them off. It's like I've already been laid off by the last 3 jobs I had. It's like I just keep failing when it comes to stuff again. I've never made more than $20 an hour. It's like I'm stuck in this like terrible system. It just doesn't work. Today's shirt of the day, Vincent Van Gogh.